Peace, peace. I hope you can hear me clearly. Hope everybody's good, man. Put down my glass of water. I'm gonna speak in pride. Oh, so based on the video that I did last night, talking about Diablo, you know now that who you know is Lucifer, Satan, the devil, the leader of all wickedness is a woman. All right? This is the truth. These are facts. This is reality. All right? In your Anunnaki story, you have who is known as Mother Hubert. All right? She turned against Anu. She created these different species of beings because she wanted to be in charge. All right? Same story, different names. Right? And then she created her son / lover / husband, right? Tanush. But Tanush has feminine traits. So he in turn asked for her to make a mate for him. So he has a male mate. I'm gonna jump all over the place, but it's gonna make sense. You guys seen in Superman, it was 2 guys and a female. Right? In the Superman movie, it was 2 guys and a female. The female was talking a lot, but she kind of stood to the background, right? Because she didn't really want to expose herself as the true leader of that group. Right? She was the motherly figure of that group. They've been telling you in different forms or different ways of what's really been going on. Right? Of who she really is. She now walks this earth usually as Tanush's mother or Tanush's wife. Let me say that again. She walks this earth in different avatars as either Tanush's mother or as Tanush's wife. Alright? I'm trying to make sense of this whole thing. Alright? I'm trying to pull all my thoughts together. Give me a second. Now, these people are vampiric. Alright? They're vampires. The 6 toes, the 6 fingers. This is your Nephilim, whatever. Alright? And I guess that is why I was looking at a TikTok yesterday, why they cut off the arms of all these statues. So you wouldn't see the indication of the 6 hands, the 6 fingers and the 6 toes. These people were vampires. Right? They were feeding on humanity. The Bible even talks about it. The Nephilim, after their hunger wasn't what's the word I want to use? Extinguished, right? They were on fire for food. They turned on the people. They started to eat the people. Excuse me. That's what vampires do. Right? They eat people. They live off of people. Alright? And all these vampire movies, they were just making you comfortable with the idea. making you comfortable with possibly getting eaten, all right, or having your blood drained, all right. Now back to the Superman stuff with the blood. These vampires, leeches, parasites, whatever they are, right? In the Superman movie, you've seen that Superman had all the blood cells of all the ancestors inside of him. That's why that's why he was damn near invincible. Right? Where he can't die. Because he has all of the ancestors inside of him. In the movie, you hear General, what's his name, General Zod? He said, how can we extract the Kryptonians from his body? And I guess the little scientist guy was like, yes, we can. So all of the ancestors were inside of him. Alright? These vampires, they live off of the blood. They live off the blood of others, the life force. Blood is the life force in the body. Alright? They are parasites. It's the truth. I hate to say it. Vampires are parasites to any planet. To any biological organism, they're parasites. Before the sight of God, they're parasites. That's what they are. Alright? In the movie, Eternals, you had the Eternals and you had the Deviants. I can't remember the daggone Sentinel's name, but the judge guy, the guy who was a judge, he said, I created the Deviants and I created the Eternals. The Deviants were killing too many people. And in that movie, the Sentinel that was supposed to be coming forward was Tiamat. That was another code, another story. In the Tiamat story, which is attached to the Anunnaki story, I don't know why, but I thought that predated it, right? Tiamat was like a dragon woman, like a great dragon. And she gave her son the tablets of destiny. Tanush, her lover, son, husband. And if you know the story, the young gods, the children of these primordial beings, they killed Tiamat's husband. I can't remember his name. I don't know the story that well. But then she took her son as her husband, as her lover, right? And gave unto him the tablets of destiny to avenge her husband's death, to fight against the young gods. Remember that? Tiamat. 2 T's at the end. I'm still itching for these mosquito bites. I don't like mosquitoes, man. I really don't like mosquitoes. I rebuke anybody that has mosquitoes in the lab and making them. I rebuke you, man. I rebuke you in the name of everything that's good in the universe. You are an evil person. And then you're releasing mosquitoes onto the public. You will be judged. I'm trying to remember what else. Yeah, so this is why you have your catacombs in all these different places. In your Tartaria. I'm convinced now Tartaria is just part of the Nephilim Empire. These Tartarians were vampires. They're part of the fallen angel, Nephilim, society. Right? And I think a lot of these underground cities are a result of them going back to find their old technology, their old civilizations, their old societies. Because remember, during the flood, it was water and earth and mud and everything covered everything. So they would have to dig down to get to their old cities, their old civilizations. But to me, the catacombs and a lot of these places where you see stacked up bones, that was them eating human beings, eating people. But after a while, I think they had to tone it down. Well, they probably toned it down because of the flood. But they didn't go nowhere. Some of them survived. Some of them survived. I think maybe the more aggressive and the vicious creatures that were walking this earth, they died. The ones that were killing like that couldn't stop, that were going crazy. Like your movie Underworld, you have the story of the original vampire guy, and his brother was the original Lycan, but his brother, I think his brother's name was William, he couldn't be controlled. He was always killing. He was going crazy. And then he was creating more werewolves. That type of creature is a creature that probably, let's say the universal creator has seen and looked upon, or maybe had his archangels, he advised his archangels to kill, to get rid of, because they were an abomination. They were destroying humanity. All right? Listen, these movies, they're showing you and telling you the history of stuff that was going on the planet. Even though you hear, even in Star Wars, where they say a galaxy far, far away, yes, a galaxy far, far away is where the stuff originated, but they brought that galaxy here to Earth. That's why you hear about stories about the gods walking amongst I can't say the word, amongst men. Because aliens were walking amongst Earth. Just like how you look at a Star Wars movie and you see a whole bunch of aliens walking around. It's the same way now, only they look human. It's the same way now, they just look human. They're aliens walking amongst us, but they just look human. That's why certain countries have weird laws, have weird rules. They eat weird foods. They have weird customs, rituals. Why you can't intermarry into their culture, into their families? Because a lot of them are aliens. So the truth, these are facts, this is reality. But they look human. Some of it is magic, some of it is technology, some of it is biological, genetic engineering, right? For them to look more human. Remember, when they used to walk amongst us, you can identify them because they were extremely tall. That's why you have your tall doors all over these big places all over the world. These giant doors. Because these Nephilim and these fallen angels were extremely tall. We call them giants because they were giants to us. If you're 5 feet tall, 6 feet tall, and somebody is 12, 15, 17 feet tall, yeah, that's a giant. That's a big person. They're gigantic compared to you. The average person is 6 feet tall. This person is 3 times that. Yes, so they're giants. And if they're from a galaxy far, far away, yes, they have technology that you don't have. Yes, they have abilities that you don't have. They're not like you. They're not originally from Earth. Let me say that again. They're not originally from Earth. That's why they will tell you stuff like, we're going to give you human rights, because they're not human. Why would other humans say, you know what, I'm going to give you human rights? Does that make sense? Hopefully what I'm saying goes out, man. I don't know, the aliens or the reptilians or the Anunnaki. I don't know, man. I just know that times are different, man. All right? Times are different. And I don't take no days for granted, because I know the world can end just like that. That fast. I'm serious. A lot of people think a lot of people laugh and think that what I'm saying is a joke, but the world can end just like that. So I take nothing for granted. Alright? Nobody's more powerful than the universal creator. This universe is a lot more mysterious than what you and I may think or may know. Just like I shared, my essence, my aura, my being, what I truly am, I am older than all of these religions. I am. I'm older than all these religions. It's a spiritual thing. I believe the universal creator sees your heart, not your religion. Because I know people that are religious and they're very, very evil, corrupt, negative, doing a lot of sick stuff. But they get dressed up and look nice every Sunday or every Saturday or every Wednesday or every Monday or whatever day of the week they go to church, to their religious institutions. They look nice. They drive fancy cars. But they do some of the most biological, diabolical, wicked things on the planet behind closed doors. They're taking part in rituals. They're stealing. They're corrupt. They're negative. They cause the death of people. They poison people. They try to set people up for murder. They might be drinking blood, adrenochrome. Why would they put this information out if it wasn't real? They put the adrenochrome in the movie, what's the name of that movie? With the kids running in the maze. I can't think of the name of the movie. Man, let me see if I can look it up real quick. Give me 1 second. I love this game, man. I'm up to level 487. Keeps your mind sharp. Something to do in this matrix. I'm gonna tell you the movie. And they did a series on the movie. Yeah, The Maze Runner. Damn, I know my thing is. The Maze Runner. Hey, doesn't this guy look like Paul Walker? Like he could replace Paul Walker from the franchise, the Fast and the Furious. Doesn't he look like Paul Walker? Just give him blonde hair. Look at him. Don't he look like him? I know the sun is glaring. Don't he look like Paul Walker? But that's the name of the movie, right? From that movie, The Maze Runner, they were showing you how they extract adrenochrome by inducing fear into children while they're sleeping, and then from the fear, the kids produce a chemical, right? And this is when you get your reptilians, where they say that the reptilians like to drink blood by scaring children and then killing them. There was a movie where they were showing you fallen angels too. More vampiric fallen angel stuff. These fallen angels have become vampires. Alright? That's why the vampire narrative has been pushed. For you to lose your soul. Hey, do you want to become a vampire? Being a vampire is cool, man. Alright? They don't tell you, you lose your soul, you lose all your money, cosmically. Alright? I explained to you, if you don't have a soul, you're broke. In the cosmos, you are broke. Alright? See if I can find this movie for y'all real quick. More fallen angel hidden, where they're showing you how they extract certain chemicals released from the human body and make it into a drug. Ironically, the name of the movie is Dark Angel. I think they changed the title of the movie. They changed the title of the movie. Yeah, this is it. Dark Angel. This is fallen angel Nephilim storytelling. Alright? Where they were extracting chemicals from the human body and he was making it into a drug. But it was a galactic drug. Drug that he was selling in space to other planets, to other species. Alright? It gets deep, folks. But listen, this is the conclusion. You can call me crazy, I don't care. Aliens are amongst us. Vampires are amongst us. Alright? These are truth, facts, reality, non-fiction. Right? And a lot of them are disguised as human beings. That's why I don't play with nobody. Right? That's why I don't really like to joke around with too much people. Right? Vampires exist. Reptilians exist. Species that hate human beings exist. Species that look at us as a food source and as slaves and less than exist. Alright? Me, I will fight for my life, I will fight for my soul. I'm no punk. Cosmically, trust me, I'm no punk. I'm not here to play no games with nobody. Alright? I don't care what kind of alien you are, I will slap you down. Alright? No, none of you aliens scare me. Folks, take care of yourself, be safe, be careful, use discernment, keep your head on a swivel, and be very, very careful at this time. Alright? We are walking in the last days. As in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the end. If the days of Noah had aliens and reptilians and vampires and all type of creatures was walking around, so it's going to be in these last days. And that's what's happening right now. You are living in Star Wars right now. In Noah's days was Star Wars. Let me say that again. In Noah's days, it was Star Wars. Advanced technology, flying crafts, all type of crazy stuff. And that was in Noah's time. They want you to think that Noah's time was some crazy looking camels and donkeys and sheep herders. Folks, so untrue. Right? As in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the end. It's just that now you don't get to see a lot of the technology that's being exposed. That's why they blot out the clouds. block out the sky, because they don't want you to see the flying crafts, the ones that can't be disguised, right? They don't want you to see that stuff. They don't want you to see the underground cities and the technology they have down there, and all the people that they have down there too. I hate to say it, the people that go missing, that's where they're at. And people are a food source to these aliens. Can you think about that, man? Aliens eat people. There are aliens that eat people, that want to drink your blood, that want your plasma. They want the cells of the Kryptonians that's inside of you. Now, throw off Krypton for a minute. Imagine if you were from a special planet and you were like the last of your people. There's a movie called I Am Number 4. That movie was kind of playing on a lot of stuff too, right? But it was a few of them left from their planet, and they were being chased down and hunted by another alien species. You've seen this already in the movie, not the movie, but the series, Marvel's Secret Wars. The Krill, or Kree, versus the Skrulls. The Skrulls are shape-shifting reptilians. And let's just say the Kree is like angels. All right? Good versus evil. It's been going on for a long time.